Spark That Sunshine by Anna Nico. Hello there, it's me Anna here, coming back to you with my first episode. Finally! So guys, let me give a quick intro of what this podcast is and what I'm going to talk about through my episodes. Okay, so it's a very simple podcast where I'll share my memories and maybe my opinions or views about some things and various things in life, from my favorite movies and books to my peculiar taste of music. Okay, let me start saying what I really wanted to say to you guys. Reading from my title, you'll probably guess what I'm saying. I'm gonna say about me, myself, and I. Okay, I'll try to say about my boring life in the most interesting way I possibly can. So, starting from my name, I'm Anna Nico. For the people who don't know me personally, I just want to let you know that it's my pen name. And let me tell you how I came up with this, okay? And it has a huge story behind it. Okay, fine. It's not a huge story. I'm just exaggerating. But yeah, I do have a story behind it. So I have a really close friend who I call my moonchild, and she calls me her sunshine. Which I'll say how we ended up with these two names in another epi, okay? From that time onwards, I don't know, for some reason, I really like the name Sunshine. Not the name, the word sunshine, hence there comes my podcast name, Spark That Sunshine. Now ask me, how is my name even related to the podcast name? Okay, fine, I'll explain it to you. So I was on a hunt of a perfect name. I found this list of Japanese name and its meaning. Firstly, I found Enna, which meant gift, and I really liked it because it was really short and really sweet. So then I was still hunting for another name. Let me see, what else can I find? And then I found this name Akina, which I think meant spring flower. I'm not really sure, and I liked the name because it was very precise. I don't know, for some reason, like Anna Akina goes really well. So I was like, you know what, let me just call myself Anna Akina. And I was like, gift of spring flowers. Okay, that makes sense. But then I was still searching for a name. What if I found another name? And then I found this name, Nico, which had a perfect meaning. I mean, okay, fine. You guys might have guessed that it's something related to sunshine. You're probably correct because it actually means sunshine. Like Nico means sunshine in Japanese. So I wrote it down and I went like, okay, fine. Can we call myself Anna Nico? And it sounded so perfect, like gift of sunshine. So yeah, there goes my name, Anna Nico. And I've told this story to my friends a lot of times, and they still hear me out. And man, my friends are really sweet. Okay. Now, I'm 18 years old, and guess what? Last week was my birthday week. Boy, oh boy, it was one hell of a ride. Hands down, the best birthday I ever had. Okay, fine. I know what you might be thinking. You'll be like, well, I can't go out, I can't meet my friends, I didn't have any trip or something, I didn't have dinner out with my family. And what about it is a best birthday? Well, honestly saying, it's the very sweet wishes that I received from a huge amount of people, and the birthday spams and the birthday videos and Zoom calls, all of it just made it so wonderful. Also, I had a really, really tasty burger that day. But apart from that, birthday spams from Stella, Moonchild, Pinky, Danley, Lord Broiler, Stinky, and the list is unending. Also, Tara, a special friend, she kind of made a virtual gift card or something, which was so sweet. Oh god, I'm so glad that I found her, and I don't even know how I started my friendship with her, but then she's such an amazing person. But anyway, you guys might have thought, why does all my friends have weird ass name? Like, seriously, Pinky, Stinky, Danley, Lord Broiler. Okay, well, these are all their pet names. I'm not calling any of my friends using their real name, and I will talk about each and every single of my friends in my episodes. So yeah, tune in for that, I guess. And with all these special people, I had a Zoom call, and not all of them, but then some of them are busy. I don't know why, but yeah, I did have a Zoom call with them, and we played a classic Scribbles game. I did not win, obviously. Okay, fine, listen. I'll tell you what Scribbles is. So, Scribbles is actually like Pictionary, except it is the online version of it. And I'm very bad. I mean, I'm quite bad in typing fast. I'm a really slow texter, which I find really annoying of myself, so I couldn't really win the game. And it's actually my secret weakness, but it's not a secret anymore, huh? Fine then. My online class friends and my fellow really two most charming teachers wished me to, which was really sweet. And wait. I did rant a lot about my birthday, yeah. Okay, guys, so let me tell you all a little more about myself, okay? I would classify myself as an extroverted introvert. That is, I love hanging out with my friends, my family, just going out with them, talking to them, spilling tea especially. Yeah, so I am a very outgoing person, but then I'm an introvert in the sense I do love giving myself a self time, as in I love just me being alone by myself. And maybe sometimes I would like either in the sunrise early in the morning or in sunset like quite a late evening, I would go out of my balcony amidst my flowers and my plants. I would just sip coffee and hear my podcast or listen to my favorite songs. It makes the whole day most peaceful and most charming. I don't know why. So if you guys haven't tried that yet, you guys should actually think about trying it. And from this, you probably noticed that I'm a coffee girl and a plant freak. Like, I love the treasures of the nature, which might be the reason why I love green. I have no idea. What else can I share with you guys? Oh yeah, I can tell you guys about my 3 schools. Okay, so till grade 2, I was in my first school, and memories from that school is kind of the verge of fading away. But I got connected with 2 of my friends in IG, and they grew up to be a really sweet, adorable, charming persons out there. So I'm glad. And well, from grade 3 to grade 10, I was in my second school, and from grade 11 and 12, obviously, I studied in my third school. Well, I want to be really honest. I had the time of my life in my third school. I love my third school, man. And not exactly about the school, but the people and the adorable freaks out there, which made me love the school even more. Not like my second school wasn't but fun, but it was chill. But then I still prefer my third school. And my third school make me miss people from there even more and cherish those small 2 years of memories over there. But I would hands down say that my best school trips was in my second school, because I don't know why I had amazing school trips in my second school. My third school didn't have a much of as amazing school trips as that. But yeah, let me tell you on the story of how I started my third old loving school. And yeah, so after grade 10, I really didn't want to leave my school, but the situation around me forced me to, and I'm kind of glad that it did that. So I had 2 friends who moved with me to my third school from my second school, and one of them was more closer to me, and her name was Stinky Shoes. In short, we call her Stinky. I mean, she neither is stinky nor does she look like a shoe, but we call her Stinky anyway, and I have no idea why we call her that. I know, weird, right? But anyway, on my first day of school, Stinky wasn't there, so it was just me alone, and even the other girl who I talked about, even she wasn't there. And I did tell you guys I'm an extroverted introvert, but then when I meet people for the first time, I get all shy, and I was so nervous. And when I entered my new school, my head of section led me to the class, and it was empty. And I think it was a physical education class going on, so all my friends were out, and I was waiting there up to like from 5 to 10 minutes. I was so nervous. And then after a little time, my friends, I heard the cheers of old kids screaming through the corridor. Who else could it be other than my classmates? All of them, when they saw me, they bombarded me with questions. And this one particular girl asked me my birthday to know my astrology sign, but after she came to know I was a Gemini, she rolled her eyes at me. I was so confused. Like, why would you roll your eyes at me because I was a Gemini? I don't have control over what sign I'm born in. But then after that, after a few while, I realized that the school had some freaks of people who believe too much in astrology. But then don't worry, we ended up being really good friends. Yeah, I can tell you a few stuffs about my weird ass friends. So my first partner moved to her native place after a few weeks, so there's nothing much to say about her. But then there were two girls who sat in front of me, and one looked like a chipmunk, exactly like Theodore. She was really cute and fluffy, but then her face always seemed as if she was pissed for some reason. And there was this other girl, that is her partner. She looked like Simon, the tall chipmunk, with the huge ass glasses. And this girl, I always found her to be really cranky. These two girls are good friends, but for some reason they always kept on fighting and quarreling. And I used to just sit back and giggle all the time they did that because it was too funny to watch. So, there was this one particular day, I think on my fourth or my fifth day to school, the tall chipmunk, okay, let's call her Danley. Danley was so pissed off at this other chipmunk, her partner, and she just went out of the class showing her middle finger. And I just sat back and I was like, whoa, this girl is too cool. Fine, yeah, I don't know what is really cool about that, but I don't know, I was dumb, I guess. Then, after being good friends with Danley, I found out that she's honestly a really cool person. I mean, people think that she doesn't give two shits about anyone, but guys, she's really sweet. And she doesn't show it off though. So, in the first days that I met Theodore, I really didn't like her. I don't know why, because I think maybe because of a pissed off face. Then after a while, I did get along really well with her, and guys, she was my first close friend I've ever made in the school, and it's surprise, isn't it? But yeah. Well, instead of Theodore, let's call her Lord Broiler, because I asked this as, dude, I'll be telling about you in my podcast. What can I call you? And she was like, just call me Lord Broiler. And I'm like, Lord Broiler, why? And she was like, I don't know. So yeah, there you go, Lord Broiler. Then from my opposite class, there came a girl and talked to me as if we were friends of 10 years. I don't know. That was the first day I ever met her. And that way it was my first day of school, so I was nervous, as you know. But she was so sweet and so polite. Let's call her Frog again. I don't know why people call her Frog, but then yeah, we just do. And for some reason, I always wanted to be Frog's and Danley's friend because one of them I felt was too cool, and the other one I felt who was too adorable and sweet. You know, when you meet a person and you purely like their vibe and always wanted to be the person's friend or something, and that was a feeling I had when I met these both. God knows why. And later found out that both the kids were actually really good friends. They were best friends, it seemed. And Frog ain't as sweet as I thought. I'm just kidding. And Frog, she's a really popular girl, and she's the head girl of the school. So you get what I mean. And by the end of my in my third school, I did end up being both of these good friends, so mission accomplished, I guess. I don't know. Well, then about my nationality, I would leave that up to your imagination. Like, you can assume me from wherever place you want me to be from. I could be a next door neighbor or the girl who you learned your high school with. I mean, my accent would probably give it off to you guys, but it's still your imagination, yeah. So, another fact about myself is that I really don't know how to swim. I learned how to ride a bike when I was in freaking ninth grade. Embarrassing, I know. My hobbies. Okay, fine. I would say I'm a hoe for hobbies. That is like, I love doing many things, from writing to painting, and from painting to journaling, from journaling to singing. Okay, guys, I love singing. But the thing is that I'm not that good in singing. I always mess up the tune bad. Like, I wish I had a good singing voice so I could annoy my family members and my friends at school less. But yeah, I have a really unique hobby which I would like to say to you guys, which is that I love to collect real stamped leaves and flowers. Like, I collect leaves and flowers from wherever I go, and especially leaves of peculiar shapes and flowers which are with multicolors. Some of the flowers lose their colors, and some of the flowers have their color, and it's so precious and so beautiful when you stamp them and see them later on. So I have this journal where I write up stuffs and design it with just leaves and flowers, and it's so beautiful. I mean, obviously it'll be beautiful if I just design it with leaves and flowers. But anyway, I do have my second school's last field trip, leaves and flowers. We went to this amusement park. It's an outdoor amusement park, and there was flowers and leaves, I mean plants in the sides. I plucked them too, and I kept it in my book, and I still have them. I don't know what's the use of them. Maybe it gives memories. I have no idea, but I still have them. So yeah, I like YouTube. I mean, I like to see YouTube, and like every humans out there. My favorite YouTubers, I do have a long list, but then some of my most favorite YouTubers are Kira and Nate. They're this travelers, they're couple travelers. They're so cute and sweet. Their vlogs are amazing. And then after Kira and Nate, I would say Try Guys. And there are many people. I love Odds One Out. And there are many people, many YouTubers, I would say, which I think I'll keep it up for another episode. Okay, I do love Harry Potter and Percy Jackson, and nothing much I can blabber about myself, because I did say I'm a very boring person, and I really hope, I don't know, it was some sort of entertainment to you guys. I have no idea. So, guys, while I was thinking to have a podcast, I did think to have separate segments. So, I'll have this segment planned called Weekly Goals. Okay, stop right there. I mean, I know, believe me, it won't be unrealistic as it sounds, and it is some pointers which will help us teach a lesson to all of us. And I'll try my level best to include this in most of my episode. But for this week, it'll barely take you 20 minutes to do this, as in to learn what I'm gonna say. Now, what I'm gonna say is, you guys have to learn to do CPR and relieve a person from choking. Now, guys, I did this. I learned it from seeing few videos. Honestly, it's very easy. It's just 20 minutes, and you just have to learn the pointers. Now, if you're learning MBBS or some professional courses related to medical field, or if you are already working in a medical field, you would know about what is CPR, or what is how to relieve a person about choking. But to the others who are like me, who have no who had no clue about this, let me tell you guys what CPR is. Okay, so it stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. I exactly don't know how to pronounce it, but it's an emergency procedure consisting of chest compression and mouth-to-mouth respiration. So CPR in short will help to revive a person, by making oxygen circulate through the body. And I've learned about this the past week, and guys, as I told you already, it did not take me much time. You could save a person life, man. I mean, I found this fact that if CPR is performed in early stages, we could save about 100,000 to 200,000 people per year. Come on, man. I mean, usually when there's a guy who's unconscious and who's breathless, people would try to help the guy out. They might take their phone to take pictures, I don't know, or some people will actually call the ambulance. But there'll be a lot of people forming about him, but no one knows how to do a CPR or how to help him out, even though they wanted to. I want you guys not to be a part of those people. I want you guys to be people who know how to do CPR, and you can learn them by just seeing few of these YouTube videos, which I'll link in the description. And guys, I give you a week. You can take a whole week to see few minutes of videos about CPR, and guys, you could actually help a person in need. I mean, guys, let's save people's life together, okay? Now, about choking, more than adults, it's the kids and the babes who will experience choking, and about 100,000 people die in a year because of choking. And I did link to two videos. One of them is how to revive a person from choking who is an infant, and this next video is a grown person, as in a teenage or a about 12-year-old child or an adult, okay? Now, as I learned last week, if there's a person who needs help and the first aid treatment, I wouldn't stand behind because I don't know the steps. Could actually gather up all my guts to help this person out. And I want you all to have that faith with yourself, and let's save people's life together, okay? I mean, you guys could ask me anything about it, or I don't know what help you would want because it's really easy. But you guys could ask me anything about it in the comments. And guys, spam me in the comments, man. I would read each and every single one of them. No kidding. Well, I did tell you guys that I would talk about my music, huh? Not exactly my music, it's just my music taste. Well, I would recommend some songs to you guys every week, and I would link the audios in my description again. And this week is my favorite song, since it's about me, myself, and I. So my favorite songs, I would say about two songs. I love these two songs so much. It's called Older by Sasha Sloan and Serendipity by Jimin, who is a member of BTS. And guys, both of these songs are really sweet, and the meaning in the song are so overwhelming and heartwarming. So, well, I just want you guys to hear the song. Also, there's one recommendation. Well, it's a song by Good Boys and Seeb and Harvey, which is called Unfamiliar, and it's a really dope song. It is almost a month since it's released, so I want you guys to check it out too. It's honestly dope. And guys, the day I'm recording is Father's Day, so I would want to wish every fathers out there Happy Father's Day. I also thought of ending each and every podcast of mine with a quote, and this podcast especially, I'm gonna end it off with something my friend wrote. The moonchild I talk about, yep, she wrote this. She wrote, forgive yourself before these flames cover the whole world. Forgive yourself before the guilt brings you hard land of ashes and regret. Forgive yourself because if you don't, then my darling, who would? I loved this writing of her, and it's something which I wish I would have known myself more earlier. But yeah, there you go. So guys, that's it for my episode, my first episode. Gosh, I'm such a newbie. I have no idea how to plan this out, how I did it. But then I really hope that you guys enjoyed what I just did right now. This is Anna Nico. We'll be back with you in another episode. Bye bye.